Okay, so not today, but now we're looking at G of exercise 14 on page 181. Okay, this is now the 7th video of this exercise. Okay, so at this point we worked out the point of contact being negative, it will be 2 and negative 6. Okay, so the point of contact is 2 and negative 6. So what we need? We need a gradient. So f prime x, you can work that out. If f of x is defined as 12 half x squared minus 8, so f prime x is equal to x. Okay, this must constant, it falls away. Alright, so the gradient at 2 is going to give us 2, in other words. So if I substitute 2 in here, I get 2 out. So gradient is 2. So my equation is y is equal to 2x plus c. So at this point, we're going to substitute 2 and minus 6, the point of contact. So negative 6 is equal to 2 by 2 plus c. So c is negative 10. Therefore, the equation of the tangents y is equal to 2x minus 10. As we said in the previous video, is that this y-intercept has to be a value less than negative 8, as I drew it on the graph so that you can see what is happening there. Okay, let's look at question 8. Okay, so now we're looking at number 8. My line is skewed here completely. Okay, but no problem with that. I'll go with this line. Okay, so in number 8, 8.1, the question, we are told that in the diagram alongside, f of x is equal to negative 8 minus x cubed, which also can be written as negative x cubed minus 8. H and B on the x-axis of H, this is D, yeah? So H and B on the x and y axis of f is a point on f such that it's going to be perpendicular. So ED is perpendicular to OH and EC is perpendicular to OB, okay? Which means, in other words, to say that's parallel to your x-axis and that's parallel to your y-axis. Between O and H, okay? State the coordinates of H and B and then state the length of OH and OB. The coordinates of H. Okay, so to start off, we have to say for x-intercept, we let y equal to 0. This is now you're calculating H here, no? How do we know that? It's on the y-axis. Okay, it's on the parabola, and not that parabola, cubic function. So 0 is equal to negative x cubed plus 8, no, minus 8. Okay? So you take that over, so x cubed is equal to negative 8. The cube root thereof x is equal to negative 2. So therefore h is going to give you negative 2 and 0. So that's 1. Okay? To calculate B, it's your y-intercept. What do you do for y-intercept? Let x equal to 0. There's now for B, no? So we then say f of 0 equals negative 0 cubed minus 8, which is negative 8. So therefore B is 0 and negative 8. Okay? Then they wanted to know, so HB and then state the length of OH. So OH, therefore OH would be equal to, since it's negative, it will be positive 2 units. Length is never negative. And OB is going to be, since it's B is negative 8, so it's going to be 8 units. Okay. Let's look at number 2. 8.2. State the length of DE in terms of x. So DE, okay, so E's coordinate will be x and some y value. You substitute x into the function of f of x, it gives you negative x cubed minus 8. Let's check here again what they're asking you. State the length of DE in terms of x. Okay, so remember this is now the coordinate. So the y is dropping by negative x cubed minus 8. So to get that length of dE, what is the point of starting here? It's going to be 0. So it's going to be 0 minus x cubed minus 8, which gives you a positive length of x cubed plus 8. Okay, so that is dE. In 8.3 says, show that the area of the quadrilateral can be given as that. So the area is going to be length times breadth. Okay, so it's equal to x into x cubed plus 8. HEBO. I think I'm going with the wrong quadrilateral here. Okay, so this is not correct. So area is equal to, just highlight, I'm just a bit too fast here for myself. So it's HEBO. So this is not a trapezium. I thought it would have been trapezium. So what I would need to do is, I was actually on the right track, I don't know why I scratched it out. I need to calculate the area of this piece here, plus the area of that piece, plus that, and add it together, and you will get what they're looking for. Okay? So it's going to be area of a rectangle, which is going to be length times breadth. Okay? Or I can make this a trapezium, trapezoid, which is going to be a half sum of the parallel lines times perpendicular height, which is DE. We'll just do it in parts, okay? So this length here, of course, is going to be x times this length here is going to be x cubed plus 8 plus. So they have accounted for the first one. This one here would be from that point to this point will be this is going to be 2 units, 2 minus x. Okay, so it's going to be from the minus that value. So for that triangle, it will be half 2 minus x times height. And the height of this piece is going to be the drop here, which is x cubed plus 8 plus this piece here. This length is going to be x. So half base, which is x, times your height. Now c's coordinate is going to be 0 and negative 8 cubed minus 8. So that length is 8 minus this length here. Okay, so it's going to be 8 minus, so it becomes plus x cubed plus 8. Okay. I just need to simplify. And then we see we get what they have out there. So I got x4 plus 8x plus, this would be, I think I made a mistake here somewhere. Let me just multiply this out and then I'll see. Okay, for some reason or other I'm having an issue here. So if the video goes off, I will then try and explain this or try and pick up my mistake in the next video, okay? Okay, so basically I found a mistake of the many minutes of trying to figure it out. But my mistake was I've looked at this here as a positive, as when I was talking about length here, I left it as x. That was my mistake. I had to consider it as minus x. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrap this here and I'm going to rewrite the formula from here now. So for number 8.3, I'm simply going to say for for the rectangle, it will simply be, so the area is equal to, now this length here is minus x. Remember, we're going to use the positive part of the line. So this is on the negative part of the x-axis. So for this to be positive, it has to be negative x. Okay? So that was my main mistake then. So since we're on 10 minutes already, I'm going to then transfer it to the next video.